Yo, what's going on, everybody?
Yo.
Welcome to another Terp Talk Tuesday with my CannaCast. I'm CannaDave.
And I'm Groovee.
A little bit of a late start today, and you can blame myself.
I always do.
Yeah, got a haircut today, so I forgot I had it scheduled on a Tuesday. So
Nice.
it was a little bit later. So apologies. Or we'd be starting normal time 7:10, but we're just a little bit later today.
Sorry,
but
Instagram, my input.
we are going to be live tonight, and a couple things we're going to be talking about. How does weed affect you? How long does your high usually last you?
Yeah, because I feel like it varies so much on how cannabis affects every user like a little differently. Yeah. So you're kind of like, I'm just curious.
I mean, just me and you. Me and you alone when we're doing reviews, it affects us different.
Right.
The high's different. The high might last you longer. Based on tolerance, you might be able to consume more cannabis compared to others. Maybe you can eat more than others. So wanted to discuss that. Does it affect everyone the same, like we were just saying? I think it affects everybody, but it affects everyone differently, in my opinion. How often do you go and buy your cannabis or pick up your product from your caregiver or from the shop or yourself? Like, do you re-up an ounce a week? Are you an ounce a week? Or you're an eighth a week? Maybe a gram a week, a gram a day, and that could be concentrates or whatever. But let us know how you're enjoying cannabis. That's a little summary of what we're going to be talking about today on the Terp Talk. But yeah, let us know what you're smoking on, dabbing on today. Any new deals, any new strains you've been trying. Always hit the chat and let us know.
Yeah, would you roll up?
I
thought you said you were rolling up a joint. I already have those ones rolled up.
Yeah, I was going to roll up some Galactic Runs.
Okay, right on.
Because I kind of want to smoke that, and that's what I was thinking. And then we got the Groovee rolled up some joints, which I love, and it's a mix. So we got little hybrid joints,
right?
Not hybrid, but hybrid flavors, multiple flavors. So can't go wrong with that.
I want to talk to y'all. I'm just having issues with my computer, so
it's all good.
Oh, what's up, T-Dub?
Hey, appreciate you, T-Dub, man. I'm hoping.
Yeah, checking out Dink. What'd you think of the
the sour animal and ice cream cookies? We appreciate you reaching out and doing all that. Much love. So. Appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was pretty cool.
Yep.
It's cool to see them coming out and giving you some sample to try and stuff. So gotta love it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean, the thing about weed, man, and I entourage effect, no entourage effect, terpenes.
What up, Dan?
I definitely love my flavor, right? And flavor is important to me. But at the end of the day, like, every user is different. You know, I hear people making edibles over like 1,000 milligrams, and that shit's just crazy to me. Like, I mean, no offense. I just personally am like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I ain't doing no 1,000 milligrams, dude. I would be knocked out, passed out for the day, like straight up. 1,000 milligrams would knock me out. I'm about like a 50 milligram, you know, and that I'm pretty good with right there.
Right.
But no, you're good. It's just interesting because, like, you can think everyone's body metabolizes cannabis differently. So that's for the edibles. Everyone's body, when they're smoking cannabis, it affects them differently. How much they can consume. Maybe someone might be just a bowl. I'm a joint. I'll smoke a joint. Sometimes I'll smoke. I don't know. I think I have a high tolerance nowadays, so sometimes I'll smoke an hour or two later. Right.
Right.
But I gotta go to T-Dub's comment real quick. The sour animal is fire, and he enjoyed the ice cream social as well. So the sour animal, I'm glad to hear that. Cause they entered that into the High Times Cannabis Cup for the sativa category, and then hopefully they get some good luck with it. Cause that sour animal is underrated. Price, taste, flavor on it, you can't beat it. So I'm glad to hear you enjoyed that, T-Dub.
I mean, especially for the price.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Cannabis Director? What's up, Uplifting? How y'all doing?
What's up, everybody?
My favorite half and half unique makers with the diamonds and the other day.
Yesterday.
Really? Damn, it took you forever. Jesus.
Well, you just gave me them from the other day.
Oh, I mean, I had them here for a while.
Yeah.
I grabbed them, so I'm just like, yeah.
I go through my dab slow, man. Sometimes.
That's crazy. No, that's cool.
I smoke a lot of flour. Too much flour. I would say. You know?
Dan just said, I ate an 800 milligram brownie once. Shit changed my life. I normally do 100. Holy shit.
800
What do you mean change your life? Because I could see that affecting you.
Did you see stuff on that?
Some type of way.
Did you see stuff on that 800 milligram?
Right, like
a little bit of mushroom.
Well, that's I wonder if you get into that mushroom high because you're so lit. You know what I mean?
So close to it. I mean, that's a high milligram dose. Like 800 would mess me up. Like I said, I'm a 50 to 100 milligram. I'm a cheap date on edibles.
Well, I just don't like being so like for me, it just messes me up to a point of what do they call it when you can't fucking do anything? Dehabilitation. Just take off the headphones. Yeah. Sorry, my dog was being an ass and trying to get through Dave. Oh, what's up, dude? I don't want to say your real name, but what's up, Pounds Bueller? I haven't seen to fucking talk to you in a minute. What are you smoking on? But first off, 100 milligrams fucks me up to a point where I don't even like. So it's like, I can't imagine being one of these 1,000 milligrams, 500 milligrams people. You know, that shit's crazy to me.
Dude, it's intense.
I mean, but some people's tolerance say that it doesn't hit them that bad. You know what I'm saying? Everyone affects everyone differently. So
I would agree, man. I would agree. I'm about to spark up what you're smoking too right now, and then we'll smoke. Oh, you want to share that?
I don't care. You can smoke it. We can just smoke them one by one. I might have to go let the dog out in a little bit, to be honest. Sorry, guys. But yeah, edibles just I don't know aren't my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Like just maybe a little bit at night, but I can't eat a lot, like heavy milligrams on the edibles.
I do like edibles at night.
That's what I'm saying. That's fine, but I mean that's all well and dandy. But like a lot, like 500 milligrams, 800 milligrams, that's just crazy for me.
Same here, man. Same here. I mean, there's only so much your body will be able to consume, and at a certain point, you'll eventually probably fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? From so much of the edible. But like for flower, I mean, I don't know. I probably smoke at least a quarter a week, probably more than that.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because if I think about my days with you and without you, I mean, I still smoke that probably a decent amount. You know, so I'd have to say I'm probably smoking about at least 10 grams.
Okay, so we're talking about how much everyone smokes. So I guess so that's the question I guess Dave's asking here. What does everyone's daily menu kind of look like for cannabis? Like, you know, I think that's kind of what you're hinting towards here. Because like, I mean, if you saying you don't do a lot of dabs, right?
I'm probably a gram a week dabber. I haven't been buying dabs because we've had the High Times Cup, so I've just been finishing up that stuff, to be honest.
All right. I mean, mine really primarily just looks like a wax, and then every once in a while when you're here, I smoke more flower, but maybe like one joint a day, maybe a couple. You know, I smoke flower, you know, I smoke flower regularly. It's just like not heavy amounts like I used to, but that's because I dab a lot. So,
right.
You know, kind of like weighs each other out.
Well, you are dabbing a lot more than me. But I'm smoking a lot more flower, though.
I like edibles at night sometimes. I will do carts, like, here and there, especially if, like, I'm going to a concert or doing something. But that's about it. I'm not a big vape person. Like, if I'm not, like, choosing to hit my vape around my house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not my thing.
I'm vapes here and there, but not often. I'm similar to that. My main two would be your dabs and your flower. It would be my main two culprits for cannabis. Obviously, it's all smoke, so... It'd be nice to get into edibles or RSO or different types of oils, but like right now, currently, my main thing is flower.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, but you know, I don't know. I mean, what's everyone else out there? How often do you guys smoke? About an eighth a week, couple grams a week? It's good. I guess it would be good to know how much you smoke, because then you can actually budget how much you need to smoke and how much you can consume or in a week, especially with prices everywhere going up. It's always good to know about budgeting and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I was curious about everyone's menu, because, I mean, your budget's kind of like forced. I mean, I don't know. You choose your menu around your budget, I guess. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to be able to fit it into your budget, right? So
I personally don't do, like, rosin. Like, my regular menu isn't like rosin. My normal menu is more like batter. You know, to be honest, like, you know, sure, when I'm treating myself, like, how does everyone treat themselves? Like, how do you treat yourself when you're doing cannabis products? Like, usually for me, it's infused pre-rolls.
I like that.
You know,
stuff that I don't do.
You know what I mean? I mean, just flower.
Infused pre-rolls and rosin would be my two go-to. I don't really press that often. I might actually here soon. Actually, I got some trim. So.
Yeah.
have my buddy do it since he has the machine.
Yeah, that's true, right?
You know.
Yeah, I just
treating yourself. It's I used to like to treat myself to a MyGar, but every time I've gotten them recently, they've kind of just shut down on me and haven't been a good smoke. Sometimes I do like a good infused pre-roll because you just get to the elevated status. I mean, I was on the kick. I did like the chill medicated stuff, like the pretty much cannabis lean or whatever the hell you want to call it.
for a little while you were doing that.
But I get on my kicks. But that's not really treating yourself because that wasn't really that was kind of cheap. I mean, it was only $20, right? 20 bucks or $30 for 2 of them. So it was pretty cheap. For me, treating myself is like I'm going to spend like 50, 60 bucks on something that I normally wouldn't buy, you know?
Yeah, I feel you on that. No, I feel you. And that's kind of why I was curious.
So I would tend to lean probably towards those infused pre-rolls because those would be more so stuff that I'm not making, right, and I'm going to buy it from the store. And then, you know, if I can find some rosin from anybody, I'm always looking for rosin. But
yeah, I was actually going to message you about getting some rosin. That's funny that you said that today.
Really?
Yeah, from like homie, not from like from a homie.
Oh, well, say less to that. I
you
could
know
use
what
some.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what my thoughts were too. Exactly. I was like, it's been a while, so maybe I should give me some rosin. It's been a while. I saw that meme that was like every time someone says it's been a while, they just they should have a screenshot of the music video. I was like, Jesus, cracked me up.
Yeah, we just did it.
I mean, I definitely think rosin would be a way I treat myself, but like that, because like that's to me that's my main shit right there. You know what I mean?
Because right now on the market it's so expensive. I mean, you've seen grams from anywhere from $70 or $60 to $100 for a gram, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's decent amount, and especially if you're dabbing a gram or gram or two a week, you know,
I'll be back, guys.
You're gonna go through that real quick. So it's interesting when you're doing that.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you put up. How often do you re-up? Sweet. I mean, me, like I said, dabs probably once a week. I like the dab. I prefer some eighths, different things like that. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you usually pick up when you're going. Curious, and always let us know what you're smoking on and dabbing on too. Right now, we are smoking, like I said, is mixed joint. And then we have some galactic runs we'll be sparking up here in a second as well too. Back in the day, I probably used to re-up. Man, back in the day, because you couldn't go to the shop and you'd have to go. I'd re-up at least once every 2 weeks, because you'd be afraid you'd run out. But hey, the hash community teed up. I do see that. That's good. That's actually stuff I would treat myself on. Would be some hash, some good hash. And honestly, go out to Winewood. They got tons of hash out there. They're coming out with the fruity hash blend. It's out, or it's gonna be out in the next week or two. Can't go wrong with some hash in your joints, or I mean, honestly, some rosin in the joints too. That would be some good stuff, in my opinion. Let me see any other comments we have, but. I only smoke about a half ounce a week, but I'll dab 3 to 4 grams a week too. Okay. That's what's up, Dan. So you're more, I would say, so that's like a blend. I mean, what? 4 grams of wax compared to a half of ounce of flour. I mean, that's decent. 3 to 4 grams. I wonder how much how many grams Groovee does a week of concentrate. Because like I said, I'm probably right around probably more than a quarter. I'm probably closer to a half a week of flour, I'd probably say. More or less. But also, we are dropping a new episode tomorrow. It is with Clone Coach out from California, specializes in just cloning cannabis. So if you want to learn how to clone or learn some tips or the best products that he recommends using, that he's using or has used in big cultivator facilities out in the West Coast, check it out. Clone Coach. It'll be released 4:20 Eastern. Video will be on YouTube. Spotify, Apple will have all the audio. And then, as always, we're live on every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So always times to tune in and check out our product, or not our product, our show. Usually, I only go to the shop once a month, but I usually get 5 to 6 grams of wax in carts in an ounce. See, so okay, I like that, Dan. So you're doing one bulk order, picking up bulk, and then you're pretty much probably spreading that throughout the month and doing it like that instead of going continuously. And that's probably actually smart now. If honestly, I hate to bring it up, but gas prices. Like if you can make one stop, take your stuff, and not have to continue to go back and forth, actually is smarter if you know, hey, I smoked 2 grams of wax a week plus a half ounce of flour. So, at minimum, I should pick up an ounce and 4 grams for 2 weeks, right? So I'm set, maybe a little bit more or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that's always smart.
See, I re-up when it's convenient. Like whenever I can pass a dispo or when I see you, it's conveniency. Like, to be honest, that's how much I re-up. And then I'm like, well, when's the next time I'm gonna have time to come here? And sometimes at least every, honestly, around my check. So 2 bi-weekly. You know what I mean? Like it kind of follows my.
That's what I was saying, man. Like back in the
pay.
day, we used to re-up probably every 2 weeks if we could.
We used to go it was fun to go to the dispo back in the day.
I mean, we used to go every day though too.
It was 6 minutes from your house, if that. It was super convenient all the time.
What up, Boston? What up?
You know what I mean? It was so convenient.
Permaculture.
So I think that helps a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, I mean it definitely would.
So.
Hey, what up, Nick? Congrats. I just harvested this plant. So that's what's up, man.
Nice, Nick. Nice. Yeah. So,
hey.
I mean, that's a big thing to me. I think re-up, buy 3 or more. Oh, and that's a big thing. Yeah, definitely buy wax with 3 or mores. T-Dub over here with the talking facts. Because I will say that saves me tons of money. But you got to kind of dial in what companies you really like, too. And what's in your budget. If you can afford Top Shelf rosin and you got a homie all the time, well, then I'm going to say that's probably the best. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I had to kind of find my baller on a budget at the dispo that worked for me, that was convenient for me. I go to one that's because it's
on a budget. Love that.
It's off the highway, sort of. It's right next to my parents. So it's I do that type of stuff, if I'm visiting them. Because there ain't shit by me up here in Pontiac. There ain't shit. Waterford, they're supposed to be opening one up. In Pontiac, I'm still waiting.
We're about to open that one up on Telegraph.
Yeah, but that's still, 15 miles from my house, 12 miles from my house? It's kind of a drive, man. 10 miles? It's all the way down south on Telegraph.
Yeah, it's not too far.
I mean, dude, you wouldn't want to drive there if you were just conveniently going to pick up something.
No, because that's the worst spot for a freaking dispo because it's so hectic. Actually, great spot for a dispo. Hectic for the consumers because there's just so much traffic right in that corner. They'll probably bump
What's up,
there.
Penny Harris? What y'all smoking
Crazy.
on? We're talking about,
right.
re-up, how much you re-up. We're just talking about, how much people use cannabis, kind of just talking out loud. What was that? You brought up a good earlier. You had a good point.
How long does your weed high last?
There you go. That's what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, I was waiting for you on
sorry. I'll explain later, but it's a mess for me. After I don't want to talk about it. So how long does your weed high usually last, CannaDave? That's what you're asking. So let's ask you first. It's really depending on what you use.
No, no, good. Yeah, I would agree. Depending on what you use, as in dabs or as in flour. Is that what you mean?
Well, no, I mean, so you say how long does a high last you, right? What does that mean? So, I'm not just saying, how long does the average high last you? Tell me if a 1 gram joint gets you this. For me, I tend to do, 2 dabs where I feel, good, where I'm, that buzz, right? Because everyone's intake is different,
Probably about 3/4 to a doob. And then I'm getting the nice, at least half
What's a
of
doob?
a doob. How big is the doob?
Yeah, dude, I'm serious.
That's a good question. No, that's a good question.
This is what we talk about.
I don't weigh it, so I'm Italian with that. I'm a little bit of this.
So you don't really know what you're putting in your
It's probably between 0.8 to 1.2.
Okay, so yeah, see, there you go, about a gram, give or take. So you need 0.7 to a gram to be where you like to be, right? And that's why I say my 2 dabs. I mean, some people take these globbers. Where trust me, mine's not like that. Mine's more like a little dab, right? Maybe a little the spoonful of the dabber, and that's about it.
But I could say though, I'm not that I'm not going to get high off a half gram. I can still get high off a half gram. But the 0.7, like you said, is where I'm just I'm at that level where it's good, chill. my stress from the day is gone. I'm not thinking about the day's stress.
Well, I like it. My buddy called it a reset button. When you're using cannabis, when you like after work, or if you're after a stressful moment, or shit, just after a shower, right? You just hit that joint, and you're like, shit, what did I even do the day? Fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what is Cat Williams saying?
That's why I laugh when people say stoners are lazy. I'm like, how are stoners lazy? Like, they nonstop do shit because no, I'm just kidding. That's just how I use cannabis.
That's how we are.
That's what I'm saying. That's my personality. But like, so, and then my thing is like, my highs don't last super long because I mean, look at my dabs. I mean, this is my normal dab. I don't know if anyone can actually see that though. Like, they're not giant. I don't know how you can see that.
It's a baby dab. Going back to.
I mean, it's not. You know, I guess that was the joke, but I mean, to be honest. But then I'll take one, and then I'll take one in like a half an hour if I'm feeling crazy. My stomach hurts, but usually like. And
it depends on the day of week, though. For me, I'll be honest. Like on the weekend,
I smoke
if
I'm at the day job, you can't smoke.
Exactly. There's now, I can't. You can't smoke. Never been able to. So like during the day job, I'm pretty much sober during that whole time. But then when I get home, I'll smoke copious amounts. Of weed,
Dan's giving us Dan. I like what you're saying today. You've been saying some shit that I really care about. So he says. Or really care about. Wow. I meant really interesting. He said, depends on if I'm dabbing. I'm good for an hour off 2 dabs. That's about where I'm at. I'll kind of pace them out. Like every half an hour, I'll take like a little dab. Like if I'm trying to get high, you know what I mean? Like you said, I'm not sitting around here doing this for 10 hours a day though. Right. This is like after I'm done with my day. Like, you know, so if my stomach hurts, sometimes I'll take a baby dab in the morning, right? If my stomach hurts, right? But it's like, I don't have time. You can't get ripped. But for me to get ripped,
there's no way in hell.
For me to get ripped, I gotta take a dab or 2 plus smoke a joint. That's about a gram, and I don't usually do it to the dome. I usually smoke it with my partner. But it's like my girl, but whatever. You just it does vary. So that's why I was curious. Like, you know,
I could see like for me sometimes like after work, I could probably smoke 2 joints back to back. Just because, like, for me, dude, my
when
days...
it's a stressful day.
My days... Some days are just, like, stressed. Like, you hear me bitching some days, dude.
I wasn't going to say it, but, you know...
Like, yeah, sometimes you're just like, oh, okay, all right. But you get through it. It's no big deal. It's just work. It's just what you do, you know? No worries. And then there's sometimes where I could smoke a joint and literally be just chilling for, like, an hour.
That's what's interesting.
Like, I'll smoke a joint and watch an entire movie and be chill.
Do our listeners right now, like, think the Entourage effect is a thing? Or do people just believe in THC... I know I'm a big fan of all the cannabinoids make up the Entourage effect. You know, terpenes, cannabinoids, flavonoids, whatever, all of it make up your feeling. But what you just said is sometimes I can just smoke a half a joint and I'm good. Sometimes I take up 3 blunts. I think a lot has to do with mentality and environment. And that's why I'm a big fan of the Entourage effect, because there's that psychological effect that no one can deny. I know there's science behind everything. I understand. But when you deal with these sacred plants, you deal with a level of like a level of effect that isn't like quantifiable, in my opinion, because it varies depending on the person, right? Like I may smoke a joint of some like okay flower, right? And just like to you, but to me it might be fire, right? Because it's the best I've ever had. I mean, I've smoked some straight garbage with people, and they're like, check how good this weed is, right? So it's all about perception. So it's like, to me, these THC levels, these like little things, I don't think there's an exact quantifiable thing to be like, this is what gets me high. It's a lot about like time and place, and then was I in the mood for that? Did that taste like shit? Like, so that's why I think it's very, and then, you know, the famous thing is, did a cop pass you? High's gone. You know, back in the day, that shit was over.
Yes.
T-Dub, I love the Entourage effect. I've heard a lot of people talking both ways. That's why I was curious if people like the Entourage effect. Do you believe in it? Do you know what it is? If you don't know what it is, please ask. We will keep going. But please, if you are available to, please comment on YouTube, Facebook.
Hit that
share,
like button and share
all that shit, because that helps the algorithm, especially because we went a little late, so our bad. You know,
yeah,
shit happens, life happens.
What time we would be going, because I didn't know what time I'd even be ready to go. But dude, I think mood plays a huge thing, because like on a stressful day, 1 joint, 2 joint, 2 dabs, 3 dabs is just so nice, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's it. And, you know, cheers. If anyone's gonna take a dab out there, I'm about to take a dab because I need it. So
And that's what you gotta do, man. And sometimes you need a little bit more because the day's just been stressful. But like, there's more. Like when we do wake and bakes, or like I wake up on a Sunday and I smoke, dude. I'll smoke, chill, and like I'm chilling. I don't even need something. Like I'll go run errands for like 3 hours, and then I'll finally come home and then smoke again. Like it's just different, man. Stressful days though, I feel like it takes me. I like to smoke a lot.
But to me, I hear you.
I feel like I need
but
more.
I think that sometimes has to do with, like, you and me used to smoke cigarettes. We used to smoke. So I think sometimes it's that de-stressing, which I've been actually working on breath work and just breathing and counting my breaths, right? Holding in.
I was doing yoga, but I stopped.
Well, it's just easier for me, especially for gigs, because I get so, like, I get all, like, nauseous, right? So it's like I do this breath work where I hold my breath in for 4 seconds. Or, I'm sorry, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. And it calms me down, right? And then after you do that for 3 to 5 times, you do 2 big breaths, meaning in your nose heavy and out your mouth really heavy. And it kind of like, you know, for me, it just brings me back to my sometimes my breathing pattern, I think, gets off. Anyway, I'm getting a little off on a tangent here. My whole point was, I think sometimes when we're reaching for that smoke, it kind of controls our breath for us, right? It's kind of controlling that pace of like, sit for a second, calm down. You know, especially if you're overexcited, like my brain, like sometimes I just need to sit the fuck down for a second. Like literally 10 minutes.
Sit back.
You know, that's why a joint is perfect, right? So that's why I was curious sometimes if that's that, or if it is, like, literally, do you need more joints? Or, like, I just think that, like, you love smoking weed, you know?
I do love smoking weed,
so you happen to hit. And that's the same thing with when I'm dabbing. I
just love it, dude. I just love weed.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, T-Dub's taking one with me.
Cheers,
I actually
everybody.
forgot to hit the button. Jeez, so
I should spark up the Galactic now.
Yeah, I like it. A nice bong of some good flour, then a dab Ritz. That's so nice.
What's up, Jimmy?
Back-to-back rips. That's pretty sweet. Where's the device where I can pack some flour, pack my dabs, and hit them? Puffco's probably going to steal that. Trademark pending. My candy cast.
Shout out Groovee on that. It's $1 million idea.
Yeah.
When are you guys giving away the free car to fans?
First off, if I had a free car to give away,
that'd be dope.
In a different spot.
No free car, but
we're just trying to do this full time. Shit, you know what I mean? Like,
no free car. We got free, but we can do a free T-shirt giveaway. We give a free T-shirt and a car.
And please, if anyone wants sports, Patreon, T-shirts, reach out. We appreciate you.
Love it.
What's up, Kruger? What you smoking on?
That cracks me up. Yeah, thanks everyone tuning in, jumping in on this Tuesday night. Yeah, because we haven't gone this late in like a year, I think, man. Just about. Usually it's been 7:10, so it's nice. It's nice that it's not like pitch black out now, because I can still see. Right. I can still see that there's the sun's still coming down. God, I love touchdown. Love summer. I almost said touchdown because I'm reading Jimmy's comment.
I think you did say touchdown.
I know. Yeah, see, it's fucking high.
So light up. That's what that means.
Yeah, light another one. That's exactly what it means. It's only Tuesday, right? Damn. Do you want to give a shout out to the sponsors?
Oh, I'm really just running them for the first time because I had some stuff on my mind. So give me a little bit.
Cool, man. Oh, cool.
You guys
good, man. You good?
I mean, we can restart. Yeah.
No, what dabs were you doing?
I did some animal mints.
Okay. How many dabs do you go through a week?
About a G. At least, yeah. I mean, like you said, depending on the week, right? Do I have a gig? More. You know, am I stressed? A little bit more. Am I so busy and I'm not stressed? I'm just busy? Like, maybe just a gram. You know, I don't know. It's give or take. So, but I would say I do try to get that 4 for $100 deal every 2 weeks, and then I re-up every 2 weeks. But I like to always have some extra, right? Because we do the podcast, so probably maybe 1.5 grams, but like, you know, decent amount. Raspberry Kush for Jimmy, nice.
That sounds tasty. Yeah, if we weren't together on Saturdays and Tuesdays for the podcast, I'd probably consume a little bit less on it for sure.
Yeah, right.
A little less cannabis, because there's Saturdays where me and you consume a decent amount of bud.
Yeah, right. I feel
bud and dabs.
Oh, we got hash, Rekive, and Fresh Coast. Oh, okay. Well, Joe Clark Bass. What's up, Am? What you smoking on?
Nick's got a couple comments as well.
The IG, too, do know we're on YouTube where we can pull up the comments. You can be more in the conversation on YouTube. Facebook as well. I mean, YouTube, we either way, but you just got to be on the My CannaCast page. The sharing through Groovee CannaDave is just so y'all can see it.
Yeah, it's just going to reach out there more. So.
Yeah.
If you want your comments up, like Groovee said, hop over to My CannaCast and always hit that follow button as well, so then you get notified when we go live. We go live every Tuesday and every Saturday, and then we drop an episode every Wednesday. Didn't even give the times, but smoke about a cart or two a week. That's Nick. See, I'm like a cart every 6 months, I feel like.
I mean, that's probably about right. I mean, I do carts like every once in a while if
Maybe
I really like the
quarter.
flavor, like the. I mean, the plug winewood, but like that winewood one that
oh, that was delicious.
Well, the Han Solo burger, and then you're talking about the orange push pop.
The
probably.
orange push pop was delicious.
Yeah, that was really.
I just broke the cart on accident, so. But that was really good. But yeah,
right on.
Not too often on the carts. I stick more to the flour. Plus like a half ounce of flour, maybe a quarter flour a week. Okay. See, that's what I love. Everyone's got their own different
like little menu.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was curious because some
what is
people eat like a lot of edibles every day. Some people are at RSO. It's just like it's very different. What were you curious about?
That's what I was saying. I wonder if anyone in the comments does like more RSO or does tinctures, or more edibles.
So yeah, we can pull that back up.
Because like, I don't know. I right now, in my point, I'm looking for a certain thing from cannabis, and I think that's why I tend to go towards the smoking and the dabbing. The topicals are nice when I need them, but you know.
Yeah, I mean,
because I've used the topicals on my neck.
My daily menu of cannabis is really primarily dabs nowadays. Just between speed, the no smell, my tolerance is used to wax. If I'm gonna smoke a joint like I do at the end of my day, like. I'm gonna get stoned. I just get in my couch. So like sometimes if I smoke a joint, like I'm good. Like you know what I mean? Like especially if it's good cannabis. I mean it does go a long way. If it's not a good joint, you always need kind of. That's why I always say, does it really matter the quantity of the stuff? It really just didn't get you to the mindset. Like the quantity is almost dependent on what you like.
Yeah, if it's bad, I mean, for me personally, if I'm smoking something that's bad, I usually will put it out and get more frustrated and want to smoke again. Like you just not like you're none. You know,
Jimmy says old school flour only and a Z every 5-6 weeks. Okay, yeah.
Old school, like some OG or some skunk. I'm curious on some OG. On
probably
some old school, yeah.
Strawberry cough.
That's always a good one, man.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it varies a little bit week to week, right? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like that's primarily, you like one thing, you know. I think weed to me is more like joints is more social. Like that's when I'm smoking with people. You know what I mean? I'm smoking with you. I'm smoking with, you know, like a lot of times I'm not gonna just like smoke a joint to my dome. Sometimes. I said sometimes.
Maybe I'm by myself on that, but I just love it sometimes.
No, dude. What do you mean? I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying how like every day, like maybe most days, but not every day. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of access to a lot of bud, so I kind of have to draw my budget. You know?
No, I understand.
Yeah, I kind of have like my own system.
And I mean, you also love your dabs though too. You're dabbing throughout the day though.
That's what yeah.
Maybe not throughout the day when you're working, but
right
later in the day.
Oh yeah, no, I dab whenever I can. But that's what I'm saying.
You always got multiple flavors too on dabs.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you can't take like 7 dabs in a night and then smoke 3 joints and then be doing shit. You know?
Oh, dude, yeah, no, I'm doing shit. I'm going to the fridge, eating, and then passing out. At that point, like there's nothing else I can be doing at that point. You know, and sometimes I don't even like smoking a flower in the morning as well, unless it's like more of a uplifting strain. Because sometimes I'll just get chilling, and sometimes I don't want that to start my day off. Right. So like a nice little dab from the Puffco is like just easy because it just is like
that's what I'm saying.
Boom, it's like you get there, but you're not too stoned. And you just go on out.
Right.
And like you said, you do a second dab of it. We'll be feeling pretty good for about the hour.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. You know, it's actually interesting then. I think there is that little factor that, like, kind of, like, how long? You know, or, I'm sorry, how long? What are you doing? You know, because if you're at a concert, man, I could smoke a joint probably, like, every second I'm there.
Every song just laying up, like, woo! you? Literally.
That might be a little much. I might.
Okay, every other song.
I mean, there is a point where you kind of like cap out and I'm like, whoa, I'm too stoned. Like, you know, even before I play, like I'll smoke a joint or two, right, to get me my mind right. Like, you know, at least and take a couple dabs. But like, I don't get like. I can't smoke like an eighth backwood and be like, yeah, it's show day. Like, no, fuck that. I'll like literally be I won't be able to remember what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
I move fast when you know what I mean.
Yeah, dude. Blunts backwoods. That shit. I'll usually get pretty stoned off of those compared to just a joint.
Are your blunts even on your menu really nowadays?
No, but I do need to stock up on some backwoods for the future.
All right.
When they're when they're calling.
Right. Well, let's give a shout out to the sponsors real quick, brother.
Okay. That sounds good. All right. So let's kick it off with Seed Hub. Are you looking for new genetics or new seeds for your next harvest? With over 100 different genetics and Michigan breeders, you can visit Seed Hub in Lansing or at seedhub.shop and use checkout code MyCanna15 to save 15% off your order. He's also got a new spores in, so you can get a variety of spores if you're looking to get into that. And he always has new genetics added to his menu. If you can't purchase online, always message him or anything. He'll be quick to respond. So
yeah, Corey's great, and honestly, Corey Dank is great. Check him out in Lansing. They're both in Lansing, but as I'm talking about Corey, we'll hop over to Seed Hub because they're also in Lansing. And are you looking for seeds for your next harvest with over 100 different types of genetics with Michigan breeders, Amsterdam breeders from all over? Some you heard of and you haven't. You can visit Seed Hub at the shop in Lansing or check out seedhub.shop. At checkout, use code MyCanna15 for 15% off your seed order nationwide. And don't forget, that's always free shipping. And like CannaDave, they got spores and so.
Yeah, and then also check out Winewood Organics. They are the first micro business in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And they are all organic. Everything's done locally, hand-grown, hand-trimmed. All the processing's done in-house. Even the testing's done in-house. That's Winewood Organics. I just mentioned my CannaCast and receive 35% off your first visit. They have hash rosin, hash pre-rolls. Yeah, they got everything.
Yeah,
and everything's
they got
organic. So.
Everything's from the same place you're buying it from.
Yeah, you can literally see the plants in the back. And
Yeah.
Eric usually gives, sometimes, I'm not going to say it, but sometimes he's giving tours. Well, I just said it. So if you want to see him out in Ann Arbor, definitely. And also, shout out to DNK Growers out of Lansing. If you want to check out quality at an affordable price, do you like craft cannabis? Check out DNK Growers. They entered the Sour Animal into the High Times Cannabis Cup. It is a great strain. You can pick that up at Great Lakes Holistic in Kalamazoo, Wellflower in Ypsilanti, Burton Cannabis Co. in Burton. And they also got lemon cherry gelato and a couple other flavors out as well too.
Yep.
So
yep, and we appreciate T-Dub checking them out, showing them some love, and T-Dub said they liked him, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah. So I'm glad you tried the Sour Animal, man. But yeah, so how you liking the Galactic, dude?
No, this is Galactic. It's pretty solid. Em really liked it, my girl.
Oh yeah, dude. Jimmy, I am not sure if he has that, but if you reach out to him, he might be able to get it for you. I'm not familiar
Corey's
with
really
that
cool
yet.
with that. Tell him, my CannaCast sent you, and he said that if our listeners did, he would try to find it if he, in his best ability, because he's got breeders from all over he talks to. Yeah. Corey's really cool with like getting to know you and wanting to work with you. So that's the advantage about being on that. I wouldn't say, small business owner. That's what I would say.
Oh,
small business,
sure,
like it's just family operated. So definitely check them out. T-Dub's a fan of Dank. Appreciate that. And like I said, 15% off if you use the Seed Hub.
Yeah, it's
so
free
that's
shipping.
really
Or if you're in Lansing, you can literally stop up there.
MyCanna15, MICANNA 15.
Yeah. Appreciate it if you do. If you do look at it.
Yeah, what was the breeder we were talking about? Blue Jay had that really sticky stuff. But who was that Amsterdam breeder you kept talking about? Barney's Farms.
No. Barney's is the one. The Amsterdam one is, oh my God.
I know, I'm blanking. That's why I'm
the
so tired.
Strain Hunters, dude. One of the huge cultivators. I'm blanking on his effing name right now. It's killing me.
Right. I know. That's why I was like, damn, I don't want to put him on the spot. I really want to know.
It's like ARJAN.
Sorry.
God darn it. Well, brain fart there.
It happens, dude.
What's going on, Jason? He's there. Oh, we got a great question from Michael. Thanks for joining, Michael.
Yeah, what are you smoking? I'm dabbing on.
Random question. Do you ever take breaks to lower your tolerance? If you do, how long do you take breaks for?
I do take days off every once in a while, but like I'll be honest, a lot of times those days off are still like a dab at the beginning or a dab at the end of my day still, just because like, you know, I'm used to it.
Last time I took.
So it's like, do I really take full dab days off? I take days off from weed, from joints, but I don't know if I've taken
THC though.
Well, no, I'm just. He asked a question. Right. I don't know if that's considered a tolerance break, but I do cut back on my flower every once in a while. Like, that's about it. Like, I do dab pretty regularly, and I cut back, but I don't know if I ever stop.
Right.
So that's like, I don't know if it's a tolerance break or I just force myself to be like, okay, you can only do 2 dabs today.
Yeah, I think that's what's that called? Can't think of it, but yeah.
No, that's all I really do. Is that's how I lower my tolerance. Is I just don't do it as much. What about you?
Last time I took a tolerance break was when I had COVID last March.
Right, so it's forced sickness.
Yeah.
Last time I can remember taking like many months off was probation, but it doesn't really negatively affect my life.
And before that,
you know, that's why we always promote.
I went on vacation with my mom back in the day.
Well, it's like the people having a drink at the end of the day. It doesn't affect what you do. So it's like, I don't know, you can smoke weed every day, but I think it is, like I said, that perception thing is so strong in cannabis. So sometimes that tolerance break, all you really do need is to cut back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing 99% THC consistently, like,
and if you're doing dabs, flower, edibles,
you got to think about vapes too.
Well,
like,
no, if you do it all too, think about what you're adding, all those cannabinoids from different ways. Your tolerance can never be as good. So that's why I try to limit like what I do. Like I really do is try to stick to just dabs, and then I smoke flower like socially or at the end of my days.
Dabs are still THC though. It's not like a tolerance break though.
I guess I really will argue flower hits me heavier, but like that's
well, it hits you heavier, but like a tolerance break to me would be not consuming any cannabis, right? Like,
so cutting back isn't.
I guess that's I guess cutting back, like you're cutting back, but to me, in my opinion, a tolerance break would be no cannabis at all.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. No, it's fair. Like I said, I'm just saying in my
well, then I guess
brain,
if I say that, then I haven't taken it. I cut back. I didn't smoke when I had COVID, but I still ate an edible here and there. So I could really, I guess, a tolerance.
The answer is no, Dave. Yeah, you're just dancing around. It's like I'm watching CannaDave just do spirals around the no. I'm like, Jesus Christ, just say no. Like, no offense. Like, no, and that's what I was trying to say is I don't think I've ever I haven't stopped, but like unless it was negatively affecting me.
Right.
My health, right?
I've just I've cut back would be the better term.
That's what I say. I cut back, and like that's what personally, I have my own health concerns, so that caused me to cut back on smoking to begin with for a while. But again, that's just weed. I still take dabs.
T-Dub, I didn't see your comment. CannaDave the type to smoke a J with a homie, then go home and smoke another J.
Groovee considering concentrates only a tea break. I love this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, man, it's not tea break.
I don't know, and that's why I said so. Like the zero, did I take weed off? Right? No. Like, have I not smoked? Exactly. No. But that's what I was trying to say. Like in the beginning, no, we don't. But I will cut back because sometimes I do feel like, hey, maybe I don't need to take 6, 7, 8, 9 dabs, in the morning of Saturday. Like that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we're doing the wing bake, I get stoned. But like that's what that's what I love about weed. You can definitely overdo it, and that's what's fun about it. It's not like you get so blacked out. You can overdo it a little bit and then pass out on your couch, right?
Yeah, I see.
Eat some munchies, right?
Jason goes, I don't take days off. I just choose new strains, maybe switch it up to a dab or something.
What's up, Megan? What you smoking on? Speaking of vapes, have you seen the live resin stuff like Cresco? Does this affect you? Like you're smoking flower? I don't know. I don't ever get vapes are like an additive to me. I have to flower and concentrate.
Not to that question. I'm laughing at T-Dub's statement. Sorry, I'm on a tea break. You got some 77% THC wax. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, how's that to you? Going back to the question though.
I'm still gonna say cutting back on something is cutting back. Yeah. Break. Like I don't know. Whatever. Oh damn. What was I saying to Michael? Speaking about vapes, have you seen live resin like Cresco? Does it affect your smoking flower? No, I don't think anything affects you like flower. I think it all affects me differently. So
yeah, I would say. I mean, I think each person affects them differently. Just based off of your You can go with the THC percentage or how it just makes you feel with the entourage effect. Certain strains might not be appealing to you either in concentrate form or flower.
Right.
Like, I think someone mentioned they love sour tangy.
But, you know, he said see live resin stuff, right? There's different types of live resin, right? So you're saying, like, maybe the full cannabinoids affect you differently than the old school derived cannabis, like the vapes. But I don't know, man. I mean, like, if I have no flower, right? No flower and I'm not smoking flower, the vapes get me high. But if I'm, like, smoking flower and then I try to hit a vape, it kind of just, like, keeps it going. And, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Like, I don't know if I could just... Maybe if I only hit a dab pen throughout the day, yes. But I just don't think dab pens hit me the same way flower or like a dab do. So that's why I don't spend my money on them, because in my budget, I'm balling on a budget, right? So I'll try vapes, like we'll do reviews, but like, and I have them here and there. Like I actually have one right now, but I got a deal on it. And so every once in a while, but it's not regularly.
That,
you know, if I'm going up north,
a vape high is completely different to me than any other high.
It's mellow.
Yeah, chill.
Right, you know, I don't feel like you ever get that stone feeling where you just kind of get like a buzz.
Right, yeah, I would 100% agree.
You know,
that.
That's I don't think you can ever really get like that's what I said. But sometimes if I haven't smoked flower in 2 days and I'm like in Arizona and I was hitting some of my friends' vape pen for the first time, I was like, oh shit, I feel high right now. You know what? So I guess that's true. When I went to Phoenix, 2 years ago, no, 3 years, 2.5, whatever. It was right before the pandemic. When I went to Phoenix, I didn't smoke until the last day. I only hit like a vape pen a few times when I was down there. So I had like at least a day or two without weed. But I mean, again, like, does it count as a tolerance break if I hit a vape once? And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, how does that not count? Because to me, with how much I smoke weed and do dabs and do vapes like all day, right? If like especially when I'm at a concert, if I smoke like one dab, like I feel like I did pretty good that day. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe
I'll try not to smoke.
You know, I guess a good question is, Michael, how much do you smoke during the day? Like, do you need the tolerance break? You know?
Yeah, Michael, join us any day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can catch us. We go live a couple times a week.
Yeah, for sure.
And there are other brands, I would agree with T-Dub, that are out there that might be better than Cresco to look at. Cresco's.
Ramsey Miller on IG. What's going on? If you want to join the fam on YouTube, we're all chilling. Mike can't cast. But what are you all smoking on? What are you smoking on?
Just some Galactic right now. For vapes, what do you recommend? Any vapes?
Meh. Like I said, I mean, I like I mean, trying to think. I mean, I definitely like the Winewood ones if you're in Ann Arbor specifically. Yeah. Like they just do good with them for a good price. Not even just because sponsor, just liked them. Who was the one that I had? God, I'm blanking. Oh, see, that was R Rock or whatever, but that wasn't at a dispensary.
Doesn't Element make carts? Element make carts?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who I usually buy my carts from. I haven't bought carts in a minute.
Mine's been Winewood ever since.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to think what I got before them.
Because I don't think I'm a fan of like Presto and that was.
Yeah.
Platinum Vape. I don't think I was a huge fan of.
Right. No, I hear that.
You know.
Yeah, I'm just drawing a blank right. Grab a fresh Coke cart if that's reason. First one said flapjack. I just blasted some flapjacks. Nice. Replacing some smoking with the drinking for a bit. Okay, that's good, Mike. And then honestly, like, you can balance them out, right? We appreciate that. Oh, Church is solid. Church carts. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, what did I do in Vegas that I liked? The Vegas disposable. The Church disposables I had in Vegas. They were fantastic. Nice. Those were solid. And only because the other ones I had weren't so good, so I think it just made me better. Like, made it better. Because they were really flavorful and they didn't feel artificial. So, I like those, actually. That wasn't bad.
Church.
Disposable. I never had I don't buy the other ones. I haven't. Even here, I had the disposable ones. Even the other day, I had a disposable and it was solid.
Is that what we reviewed on the Patreon? Was the Church one? in the car. Was that
yep,
what church?
Yep.
That one was
that's what I'm saying. It was bigger. It was a fatter card. The battery's nice. Like, no, I guess church would probably be my recommendation if you're going to a shop. Like I said, there's some solid rosin carts out there if you go to like the meetups. A little bit more, $40-$50 at least for a half gram. So
right,
a little bit more. So yeah, Ron, good call. Appreciate you because that was a good call. I was trying to think. That was the name I was going for. Like I said, I've had some other ones, but they weren't like they weren't right. They're all about this. I don't like the 510 ways, like 510 pens usually.
That's like the most common one for a while until everyone started coming out with their own. Like
the Stizzy stuff was a little kind of artificially flavoring for me, but I think that's because they're going for just flavor. But I don't know. That's what I had was a flavored one, so I can't say what all of them are like, right? Just the one I had, it was flavored. You know, it was flavored. Yeah. Some people prefer that, especially if you already vape, you know, all day, every day. Mm-hmm. So, I hear that. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, no, some good recommendations in the comments. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no, for sure. What area are you in, Michael? Maybe it'll help you find other dispos as well, too, out there.
I mean, let's see. Like, are there any products you do specifically, to stay away from? Like, I'm trying to think if there's any. I mean, there's quite a bit, especially the MCMA list, but that's more just for morals, huh?
Yeah, that'd be more so for that. But, like, a lot of the product, though, from the MCMA list isn't, like, it's fire. Right. A lot of the brands aren't, in my opinion. But
I do have like one last question before we get out of here for sure.
No, yeah.
Only I just because it's kind of driving me crazy. We just started talking about anything. If you have any questions on recommendations or any questions for us, just ask them and we'll get to them. I just have one question too to ask y'all. So just if someone just asked another question, I'll get right to it. I just want to ask this question and please answer in the comments. Just curious, what kind of cannabis products get you the most high? Because I just want to I'm curious what everyone says because to me it's flower, it's always going to be flower, and that's coming from a dab head. Because to me, when I smoke flower, there's something about that whole experience that gets me like real stoned. Or if I just take a dab, I'm like, okay, keep moving. It's like espresso shot versus I guess that's bad because that goes up.
I love that though. I love that analogy like that though.
For me, I mean,
well, no, because literally it is. That's what I'm saying. I could hit that and continue, but I don't want to smoke a dab or smoke a joint.
Right, where you're smoking a joint, it's more like having a tea. You know what I mean? You're just sipping it, chilling. And maybe espresso shot's not the best way because dabs do knock. They bring you down. They do get you stoned quicker. But it's just. The fact is like okay, it's almost like what I don't know, an analogy for quick teas. I just mean you get that effect of like really quick, but doesn't mean necessarily hit you stronger. Like some people say espresso is stronger than coffee, but if you have some good coffee, that shit will wake you up if you have a bunch of it. Like espresso is like this much. So I guess that's my point. It's like it's all about quantity to like.
Espresso does get you going. I actually had some before I came.
I guess it's a little more quantifiable though because it's caffeine. There's just more caffeine than there isn't, right? But
decent amount. It's like.
Oh, okay. So, and the question we got, so we can answer that if anyone has anything to we recommend any live resin disposable vapes. I don't think the church were full spectrum gummies. I do got you on that one. I do like the Shattered Thoughts. Oh, those are full spectrum, I'm pretty sure, or they're distillate gummies. Those are distillate. Okay.
Full spectrum.
I don't think the
was it True North.
That's what I was about to ask you. I was let's say the True North. I was literally about to say that one.
Man.
I did like the oh god, I haven't had him in a while though. It was like the Food Port and did a collab with someone, like MKX. But I don't know if I like all their gummies. I don't think those were full spectrum though. God, I'm trying to remember.
Fan of MKX. That they came out. They did that collab with what was it? Tommy Chong? No, was it Chong? Who was the pre-roll they did? It just wasn't that good. Not a fan.
Oh, dude, I didn't even tell you. I tried to get those Tommy Chong pre-rolls out there because it was just a good deal, and I was like, you know what? Let's see, because I was like, it's not Michigan, right? It's grown out there. Oh, dude, this guy. Actually, I didn't even tell you. This is funny. This guy. It was like 5:30 in the morning when we got back from EDC, and I'm like putting my bag down on the ground or whatever, and this methed out dude just clearly just like like to me, and shit all. Anyways, he was fucked up. And he's like, come on, man, let me hit your joint. Because I got off the bus and I lit a joint. I'm like, well, I'm too tired, right? I'm not dealing with this. I'm not getting confrontational, right? I just saw a cop get arrested earlier. I'm like, there's cops around. I'm not trying to make... I go, you know what, dude? Because I'm in a mood and the Tommy Chong shit sucked. I grabbed him, went on my back. I was like, I'm going to give you your own joint. Because they were like mini joints and he came in a 5-pack. So I was like, fuck this. Like 0.6, go away, dude. And he took that bitch and just went away. Didn't even ask for light. He just left. And I was like, nice. Use shitty weed to avoid confrontation. Like, I was way too tired. But anyways, I don't know why I got in that rant. I was just waiting for answers.
In that moment, he was probably like, I just won the lottery.
Let's see. So T-Dub likes Cushy Punch. Has some full spectrum. That's cool. That's cool. Wild gummies. I haven't had wild gummies with a W.
I have not either. I've been enjoying. What was the ones I liked? I like the True North. I like... oh my God, what was the brand? I did like I like the Winewood ones. Those are good.
Oh, Mike was saying GR. T-Dub shouted out Oswell.
And I don't know, for me, what gets me the highest?
I think Nobo had some full spectrum.
Nobo did.
That was them. Yeah, those were solid.
That's what I was thinking of, Nobo.
Yeah. Again, like I can give you dad recommendations for days if you just tell me your budget. But when it comes to like, I had to think about edibles a little bit. Just had a search there. I mean, I love Covert cups, but it's a lot of chocolate, so I had to like, and then you ask gummies. So
I love those Covert cups, man.
I do.
Those are my
preferred edibles. If I could just
Me too.
eat, because you don't even. Oh my God, I don't mean to talk them up, but shout out Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they just taste delicious, dude. They got that.
Yeah, if you haven't checked Covert Cups out, Ghostbusters Farms is good, man.
Shatter thoughts.
Honestly, I didn't even answer the question. What product gets you the most high? To me, edibles. When I eat like 100 milligram edibles, man, I'm fucking stoned. Like I'm like coming up on the mushrooms, just not peaking. Like I'm just chilling, dude.
No, that lean shit gets me so high, man.
I mean, the highest I've ever seen you was when you ate an eighth of RSO.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, him and our buddies at Electric Forest back in the day were having like a competition, like I don't know, it was a pissing contest of who could eat the most RSO. So, and I fell asleep and woke up, and they were still accepted, eating
baby.
It. My one buddy passed out with his neck like this the whole day, in this like just the whole day. Didn't even just. J-Man.
I know.
Oh, my God. You fell asleep with the air conditioning on for like 5 hours. Your car was like, how's he going to get home?
I can't believe the car still had gas. I was completely shocked.
Anyways, so I would say RSO will fuck you up if you eat a lot of it. Because I eat a little bit, and sometimes you can feel it. So I will say RSO and those consumption ones can fuck me up the most. I think that's why a lot of people eat like 10, 20 milligrams and just chill, because that'll hit you. Especially if you don't smoke.
Even 5-10 milligrams.
Dude, if you don't smoke, 5-10 milligrams will hit you.
Yeah. I think that any type of consumption usually messes me up the most. So like edibles, or I would say, man, that chilled, that like THC syrup. I don't know.
T-Dub, are you asking us where the True North deals out in Detroit? Or are you saying in Grand Rapids? Because I know a place that will do them 4 or 5 for $100 depending on the day in Centerline. Nirvana, I'll just give him a shout out, I guess. I don't really, like I said, it's just a deal. That's where I tend to look. But honestly, you can find deals for them around. So again, near me, near my convenience. So that's what I would recommend. MKX gummies, yeah, that's the collab with Food Porn that I really liked.
Are they good? I just we tried their flour, which was bad, and I never liked their.
Ron said they're fire. Ron said they're fire. I mean, dude, like I said, I like the collab. I didn't like their carts. Okay, I didn't like their carts.
Yeah, I'll have to try their gummies. I've never tried their gummies because I've tried a couple of their
products.
But
that carts I tried were like back in the day. I don't even know if adult use was open.
No, it was like medical days, dude.
Yeah,
they've been around for a while.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not hating them. I like their edibles. I
haven't ate the edibles.
Yeah, well, the Food Porn collab is.
I'll have to try some then.
I ended up getting a deal and a half.
I'll give him another shot. I'm all about that.
Yep. And T-Dub, it just might be 3 or 4 for adult use. I think it's 4 or 5 for medical. They kind of changed the deal. So if you got your card, then you get a better deal.
Really? Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, Nirvana, Nirvan.
Good. They should be giving more deals on medical. No,
and if you're listening, Nirvana,
want that
come
program
on the podcast.
needs to stay. That's why people, if you have your medical card, renew your card.
Yeah.
Honestly, it honestly matters. It does help. You know. I do want to give a shout out to one of our future episodes coming up. We have ex-NFL veteran and Detroit Lion and co-founder of Primitive, Rob Sims on. He'll be the episode will be airing, I believe, the 22nd, which is a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And then next week's gonna be me and Groovee episode. There'll probably be a High Times review on that. With some updates on cannabis that's happening all over because cannabis news.
Did you talk about one coming out tomorrow?
And tomorrow is
Clone Coach.
Tomorrow's Clone Coach. So if you want to learn about clones, you want to learn how he has what was his rate, like 199%, I'll say, because I think he was clone. He was very high. He was very high on his percent of success rate, and he's doing hundreds.
He seemed like he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
That's why
so if you want to learn, you might be able to take his scale and use it on a micro scale instead of a macro. No, macro instead of micro. Macro smaller, right?
I mean, he worked with both. No, macro's big, micro small.
Micro. I said it right the first time then.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
I was like, shit. Okay. But yeah, I mean, wealth of knowledge with that. So I'm excited for that release. And then a little sneak peek into what we have coming out in the future. And then after that, we're going to have some other stuff too. So.
Yeah, yep. Really excited. Honestly, talking to Rob Sims was pretty cool. When someone's just casually talking about, like, Matt, like, oh, you mean that Stafford guy?
I know, and then Calvin. Johnson?
Yeah,
Megatron?
So crazy.
Okay.
And honestly, how passionate he was about cannabis, that was, like, the best part for me just to hear. Because it wasn't just like, hey, I'm putting my face on this. Like, you've heard us talk about brands that do that. I don't like that. Definitely not doing that with Primitive, so respect.
Looking with plant medicine, and he's even looking into the psilocybin and stuff like that too.
Oh, he just dropped some like words, and I really admired. So shout out Rob Sims and your whole team.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Again, we'll be going live this Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So come join us for Wake and Bake Saturday. We'll probably do something fun this Saturday. Maybe we do a giveaway. It's not a bad idea.
Let's do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway.
T-shirt and a hat.
I haven't done one in a minute. Yeah.
So, we're going to do a giveaway. So
if you're here, you know first. We'll make a social post. Well, I'm sure we will, but just...
I just got to remember now. No, I'm kidding.
Remind us.
Right. No. That's too funny. We'll do that. So, yeah, you guys know first. But other than that, appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate all the questions. Anytime we're going live, definitely ask some questions in the chat. That's why we love going live. We love to have the conversation, having the conversation in the chat, helping people find other brands to try, recommendations. That's what it's about. I mean, cannabis is just in its infant stage, and it's going to continue to grow here in Michigan and all across the world, to be honest, not just the United States.
Decrim, safe banking. Let's get this shit is not a sensitive topic to talk about because it shouldn't be. It's just cannabis.
Dude, 100%. And I was reading Michael's comment about, and we do talk about the NFL and cannabis for a little bit.
Yeah, it was cool to hear his perspective.
Yeah,
I mean,
I enjoyed it.
We actually had something we bonded over. Actually, it was a little, sadder side of things, but like losing people to like painkillers and opiate addiction, and talking about how cannabis is a positive way. So you're definitely onto something there.
Mm-hmm. And by having that conversation, it's great insight into Primitive and cannabis.
Maybe my favorite comment we've ever got right there. That was funny. Well, he said, "Thanks for the info. I learned more here than since my first trip to a dispensary." Yeah, and that's what we try to do. We try to keep the comments and the thoughts, real here as we can.
Yeah, I hope to see you in the chat again, Michael.
Yeah, check out the reviews. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we have a lot of High Times reviews we're going to be releasing with a bunch already in a playlist on YouTube. So if you haven't checked them out, blogs are coming on. Blogs are online on Google, or Jesus, on mycannacast.com.
The internet.
So, yeah, I'm stumbling. Yeah, we'll get out of here because it's like almost 9:30.
Hey,
so your
we
boy
appreciate y'all. I've been playing me and my buddy Logan's tunes on the ins and outs. Summer Nights. It's a jazz EP, jazzy lo-fi EP. Me on the sax. He produced the beats. I'll pay some. I got some gigs I'll be announcing later for July. I've been meaning to make a graphic with all my gigs, and I've just did 3 in the past 3 weeks, and I'm just exhausted. So if you're looking for any events to do, check out Rainbow Farms this weekend, EDM event. Wish I could be there, but I got kind of pulled in some other shit. But check that out. And yeah, every Saturday morning, 9 a.m., Wake and Bake with us. 7:10 p.m., Terp Talk with us. Groovee music, 2 E's, no Y, Groovee. And then CannaDave. Check us out.
Yeah, follow me at CannaDave. Yeah, and follow us at My CannaCast. Appreciate all the support, everyone commenting, everyone sharing, liking it. Like we said, it helps greatly. Continually posting content everywhere.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you guys would like to see or want some more information on, please hit the DMs always. We try to answer as many as possible, and if we don't, I apologize. Some days just get busy. But other than that,
and shout out to our sponsors. Check them out. Seed Hub, seedhub.shop, My Canna 15, DNK Growers. Just buy their flower, and then or check it out. And then Winewood Organics. Just mention My CannaCast. So, love y'all. We will see you next time. And as always, we're here to advocate,
educate,
and inspire.
Till next time, y'all.
Peace.